So before working with Marcia, I was feeling not so confident about my body, my image, and was kind of negative towards myself. I think I've always been a very positive person, but the language that I was using to speak to myself wasn't very positive. And I was also focusing on what I didn't have rather than the things that I had accomplished. So since working with Marcia, the results have been incredible. I have learned how to change my thought process so I could focus on the areas that I exceed at instead of beating myself up for the areas that I haven't reached my highest as of yet. And she taught me to use gratitude in order to stay focused. And that's never something that I had in my inner language, let's say. And the other area that where I saw a huge shift in my mindset was how to set a goal. Coming from a business background, I've always learned how to set goals based on the SMART process. It has to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be achievable, it has to be realistic, and has to have a time frame. But I never really thought of adding an emotion, a feeling to it, and changing that goal as an affirmation, as if I've already reached that goal. And I think that's really made a massive shift in me chasing that goal, me chasing that target. And in relation to my body transformation, I will say the biggest work was the inner work. I had the conversation with Marcia when I first decided to make a really big change with my health. And she was just asking me, what's your goal? What's your target? And I've told her, this is what I want to achieve. And then she said to me, so what is the feeling? Once you reach that, what's your feeling? And I couldn't actually answer that. And she said to me, in order for you to feel good about yourself once you reach your target, what we would call the outer work, going to the gym, losing a few kilos or whatever the case may be, if you haven't done the inner work, you are not going to feel any different. And it is so spot on. And this is what I've been working on, is my inner work. Because in order to maintain that result, you have to do the inner work. And I will say one thing that really pushes me to reach my target is that Marcia, when she is coaching you and you working with her, she gives the power back to you. It doesn't matter how many times I have, thanked her for the words that she used, or thanked her to, enlighten me with her knowledge, her experience. She always reminds you that you are doing the work, and that really gives you the power to be a lot more confident about yourself and to keep on pushing yourself.